What's up, folks? Help my neighbor get out. I'm going to try this again. See if anybody rejoins. We just had a good stream. We just had an epic stream here for a couple of hours. Yo, hey, phlegm face, what's up? You missed part one. Part one was hilarious, but I really had to go help my neighbor out. He got stuck in the snow, so I had to help him get his car out. Uh, I really didn't want to stop the stream, but you know what? It's how it goes sometimes. Real life doesn't get in the way, but it happens. So I'm neighborly. So I don't know if anybody will rejoin on this one. Oh, hey, Cat, thanks for coming back. The cat came back the very next few minutes. We just had somebody in here that reminded me of a younger, non-vegan me. You've linked this in the Discord. Awesome. Thank you. I appreciate that. So I had this stream going talking about what are some examples of being an extreme vegan? Do I agree or disagree with any of them? And yes, smash the like. I know, Catman. I wish I didn't have to leave, but hey, it is what it is. We had our friend there, Lilith, join in and start going with all the different reasons why veganism is wrong or why they'll never go vegan. But essentially, it did come down to that they didn't care, which they openly admitted. But the fallacies, man, they were just flying off the shelves. Like we had them in stock and did like an 80% off sale. It was hilarious. Hey, Cider Real, thanks for joining. Yeah, it's like we had this shit on discount, like it was going out of style. We we had a clearance sale on fallacies, is what it was like. Man, that was fun. That was fun. So, I don't even know what this one is. This is just me jumping back in and seeing if anybody's still around. But what I learned was that oh yeah, you missed a little drama. But what I learned was that it's it's always entertaining, but it's actually a good life experience for me, and it's refreshing in a way because when you see somebody behaving like you used to behave and saying all the same stupid shit that you used to say, it's it's funny, but it's weird, man. It's almost like time travel in a way. It's almost like being able to look back at a younger, naive, closed-minded version of yourself and feeling like there's hope for that person because they were saying some dumb shit, but nothing I hadn't said before. So I don't know. It was interesting. It was interesting. Oh, I got my thumbs down already. That's awesome. Thank you. That must be Lilith. Lilith, if you're here, just go ahead and speak up. We won't bite. But yeah, Flem. So I did say earlier that I appreciated you getting me into the live streaming, and I'd mentioned that on your stream yesterday, but I did want to mention it here as well. I'm really enjoying this. This is nice. I get to come on here and just have a time with some lads. I also really enjoy the whole lad thing because that's not a thing around here. We don't really say lads around here, but I'm loving the lads. I like it. So I guess I'll ask the question, Flem, and anybody else who's here, obviously, but were you ever like one of those bacon trolls? Were you ever one of those folks who used to go on and comment dumb shit and say dumb shit all the time, like I could never be vegan because blah blah blah? Because I was, you know what, I really was, and I'm okay with admitting it. I was a close-minded individual, and I used to say some really dumb shit. And looking back, like, man, it's cringy. It's cringy to look back and think about some of the things I used to say and some of the ways I used to treat people. Like I remember just always like making fun of vegans, even vegetarians, and just thinking it was dumb, and thinking that these people are weirdos. What a bunch of cult people. Said some ignorant things about vegans. Yeah, I mean, I used to have a T-shirt. Okay, so now here's how things change. I've got this shirt here from Action for Animals, Defend Animals, right? So I used to have a T-shirt that said, "Becoming a vegetarian is a big mistake." So talk about arrogance and ignorance, right? How things can change in a matter of a few years. Wow, unreal. But yeah, we were having some fun with this person because, of course, my title on the other one was something about extreme vegans or something like that. And so this person came on and said, "Hey, so are you one of those extreme vegans?" And I was like, "Well, I don't know. It depends. How do you define extreme? What is an extreme vegan to you?" And they're like, "Oh, somebody like Joey Carbstrong. They didn't agree with him using words like murder and rape and slavery and stuff like that." So it came pretty clear pretty quickly that their issue wasn't with Joey or even veganism for that matter. It was just words, stupid words. Merriam-Webster dictionary really pissed that person off. Arg says live the dream. Hey, live the dream. Arg to you too. Is that like a pirate arg, or is that like an arg, like some kind of a dinosaur growl thingy? Either way, welcome. Just yeah, Cat Charlie says not really even before I went vegan, didn't understand the concept of it was attitudinal, open-minded, bit militant when you started going vegan. Yeah, you know what? There's always going to be a learning curve. There's always going to be some change of pace, but it's funny though looking back at how often I would use those same fallacies. Like I would use those appeal to nature, appeal to futility, appeal to just about everything. I used to say all this dumb shit, and I always thought, well, because I was always an intelligent guy. I was at least like book smart, right? So I always thought that because I'm a smart guy, obviously I've got it all figured out. Oh, the stream keeps freezing? Anybody else experiencing that? I'm not seeing it on my side, but anyway, everybody else, let me know if you're having any issues. It was slow for a second. Okay. Seems to be catching up. All right. But yeah, I mean, I used to say all this dumb shit, but because I was a smart guy, I thought that, oh well, these people are stupid and they must be brainwashed and they must be, X, Y, and Z. And now I can look back and say, oh no, that's just me, like not understanding at all, like thinking so small that I can't even understand like anything outside of that next framework. And the yeah, he returns. Oh gee. Had to help my neighbor get out of the snowbank. Got stuck at the end of the driveway, so I had to go out and push. But I really didn't want to leave the stream, but at the same time, got to do what's right. He usually plows out the driveway, and he was just getting home from work. So yeah, but it's funny to think like now that I've become a vegan and I've had that paradigm shift where now I can just see things in a much bigger picture and outside of that previous box. That's now when you see somebody living and working within that framework, within that limitation, within that box, it's like it's amusing. I mean, it's frustrating because you can't get through to them, right? Or at least not easily. But it is a little bit. This is the first time today was really the first time where I was like, you know what, this is actually not even bad at all. Like this is actually just kind of hilarious because I saw myself in that person and was just like, what do you do? there's hope for them. If there was hope for me, there was hope for them. So anyway, I put the invitation out there that they can join me in a year or two for a live stream. We'll chat about it and we'll laugh about it all today. See if they take me up on it. But yeah, I mean, I don't even know. Like, I was like, should I jump back on? Shouldn't I jump back on? I don't know. But it seemed like we had some fun going. But now we don't have a troll to feed us. What do we do now? Now we have to think up stuff on our own, and I'm no good with that. Lads, yes. Now we just have our lads. We don't have any trolls. Someone needs to feed us. So yeah, OG. By the way, I previously wasn't. Oh yeah, yeah. I'll finish my thought to OG here, but then I'll address that phlegm. Yeah, so I previously wasn't subbed, but now I am, and I'm looking forward to catching up on your content. Yeah, so talking about Veggie Rose, oh my god. So, and I don't like to talk about people necessarily, but you know how it is, right? So here's somebody who's, you know, built a almost 100,000 subscriber channel on 3 years of veganism, or you know, veganism, and putting out lots of vegan recipes, and then has this chat, this live stream where it's like, oh well, I don't know, I kind of want to eat fish. I've kind of really wanted to eat fish for like, well, the whole time I've been vegan for 3 years, but really especially the last like 3 months or so, and just thinking about going pescatarian, and geez, I don't know, like what should I do? Should I just do it? And just asking for validation. It was just so ridiculous. Like cherry picking all the comments completely, cherry picking, you know, only reading out like the supportive ones, and then so had it up for a while, and then deleted the video once she realized, oh shit, like people aren't actually happy about me considering turning my back on the animals. Make sure I watch the 15-day carnivore diet transformation first. I will. The JBP response is worth a watch too. Okay, yeah, will for sure. But yeah, so I don't know. So I have no idea what's going on with Veggie Rose. I've stayed subbed. I've got the notification bell tapped because I want to see what the next video is. The fact that she deleted the video and there's no trace of it now makes me feel like she was just fishing, pun intended, just fishing for a response, for validation, to kind of like test the waters. And yeah, watch her blame vegans. Exactly. She'll probably have like screenshotted like rude and mean comments or whatever. Took the video down, of course, so that people can't see the other stuff. But she'll probably like yeah, blame the mean vegans and stuff. Guaranteed. I could see that. I could see that for sure. So you know, it's just another case where somebody builds a huge following, builds you know, I mean, if you look on Social Blade, there's somebody who, with 100,000 subs and tens of thousands of views per day, that's a decent little AdSense revenue, you know? And so they get to keep that. They get to keep having that coming in after building that on the backs of veganism. And I just think that's sad. Like, I know no one would ever do it, but I mean, really, the only moral thing to do would be to demonetize the vegan videos that built you that following, so that at least they're not contributing to your future success. But you know no one's going to do that. So it's a piss off, but what do you do? So yeah, just curious to see how that's going to turn out. Not really sure. I'm going to finish this piece of banana bread that's been sitting on my plate for the last 2 hours. Yeah, banana bread is the shit. Jamie makes a very, very good banana bread. In fact, Like within our circle of friends, everyone's just like, oh my God, Jamie's banana bread is the best. And we just had a friend come visit us that lives in another province that, isn't normally here. And they're just down for like a week. And so he popped in yesterday with his wife. And Jamie made him banana bread. He was so pumped. He's like, oh my God, I was hoping, but I wasn't sure. It was just kind of a thing. But your mom makes the best banana bread? Nice. I love it. I could eat an entire loaf. Oh, G says can't eat that stuff. Oh, man. That sucks. I mean, I don't say it sucks to be you very often to very many people unless I'm singing that Prozac song, but you can't eat bread or bananas? Is it like an allergy or like some kind of a intolerance thing or something? But, blasphemy with an F. Nice. Hmm. Yeah, you guys are going to fight about it. Understandable. I'd, I'd, I would pay. I would pay to see that fight. Can you guys like live stream it? Because that'd be great. Do like a pay per view. Live stream vegan boxing match. All proceeds to go to an animal sanctuary. I bet Flem would put up a good fight. Actually, that'd be kind of cool. I wouldn't mind even doing like a. Flem would batter me. Nice. All right. Well, if you guys are doing it, like, let me know. I want to be in on that. I want to be able to watch that firsthand. I'll be like your bookie. I'll take the bets. I'll also promote the fight. I take a 10% cut, by the way. So, yes, a strong lad. So, I'd mentioned early in my first stream as well that the the expected media, kind of mainstream media, having their fun of the former vegan ninja warrior champion going back to eating meat. So that's already begun. Um, and I really had to, like, speaking of this fight, really had to duke it out with a friend that I've known since we were teenagers. Yesterday, he had shared the yeah, their little story of how he got kicked out. Exactly, like they really made the vegans seem like the crazy ones. Yeah, I didn't mention the urine drinking exactly. Um, but the BuzzFeed article a friend of mine shared to his Facebook, and of course then they had like these long conversations about like, oh yeah, no, veganism is so bad. I knew this guy, and all these little anecdotes about, you know, how they knew someone who tried to eat a banana and almost died or some stupid shit. And I mean, I couldn't let that go, so I was like, oh, thanks, OG. Um, so I'm like, okay, what you guys need to understand is that this is not indicative of the average vegan. So, like, please understand that all of the things that happened here that actually made this happen, like made him, turn his back on the animals, We all saw this coming a long time ago, and we're just as confused by it as you guys are. So please don't think that this is in any way, you know, the fault of veganism or some like, yeah, it didn't happen. Like, this is this individual being this individual. So let's just make that straight. Uh, but then all the thing in there is, oh well, I don't know. Like, yeah, it sucks. They're kind of misrepresenting it or whatever, but I don't know. I know so many vegans who blah blah blah, and I'm like, that's false. You know me. I'm the only vegan you know, and I'm still going strong after almost 5 years, and I'm sure as hell not drinking my own piss or going on 35-day water fasts. So no, you don't know all of these vegans. These little anecdotes are just made up things that you're doing here to try to save face because you shared this article and then started having multiple conversations with people bashing veganism when you had no idea of the backstory. Like, no, just admit that you don't know anything about this and that you got duped by an article. Like, come on. Why aren't I? I don't know. I had to give it up because it went so well with Jack Daniels that I it just it was really bad for my alcoholism, right? Because like nothing like Jack and piss on the rocks, of course. Immortality. Do I want it or not? Eh, not really. The only way I'd want immortality is if I could upload my consciousness to some kind of a robotic or cyborg type of android kind of thing. If I could upload my consciousness into a mechanical situation, yes. Drunk Avocado, hey, welcome back. Bonus stream? Yeah, I dare say so. This is me coming back after helping my neighbor get plowed out. So, actually, immortality, if I could upload my consciousness and exist on several different dimensions within like an online system, or I think I could probably dig being a vampire as well. But that's not really immortality because that's still pretty tricky. I'd definitely help bring the population down. But yeah, so Drunk, welcome back. Flem, you say immortality would surely suck. Yeah, probably. Well, who's to say we aren't already? We're just in a phase. Sorry, I don't want to get too woo. Um, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, speaking of vampires, everybody should watch the movie. I don't know if it's on Netflix or not. I don't think it's on Netflix, but I watched one recently at the recommendation of Ryan at Happy Healthy Vegan called "Only Lovers Left Alive." A really cool like indie film sort of feel vampire flick. Really good movie. Go check it out. Not right now. I mean, you could stick around for this, but later. But yeah, Drunk Avocado. So we had some fun with Lilith, huh? That was great. Man, we have fun here. I feel like that's kind of like my go-to. I say that a lot. I say that a lot in my everyday life. I say that a lot here on YouTube, but it's true. I just try to have fun with everything. I mean, whatever. Yeah, OG, I hear you, man. There's that conversation could go a million different ways, and this could be a 10-hour live stream, but I can't do that today. What's your favorite vegan fallacy? Also, go check out on Facebook Your Vegan Fallacy Is. Good page run by a friend of mine, Sean. But yeah, what's your favorite vegan fallacy? Favorite for whatever reason, it doesn't even matter. I'm just curious. I love the appeal to nature one because it's so ridiculous every time someone uses it because it's like, yeah, Lil was fun. I hope he enjoyed himself too. I hope he comes back in a couple years when he's vegan and actually jumps on one of these live streams again because that'd be a good learning experience. But yeah, I love the appeal to nature fallacy because of course everybody's doing so many things that is unnatural and but nature though, right? Like nature though, as we type into our machine that transmits a message globally instantaneously. Nature though. Oh fuck. Good times, good times. But yeah, Lil was fun. But you know, like I was saying to these guys earlier, Lil reminded me of a younger me, being dumb, being immature. You loved when Tim used naturalistic fallacy on his YouTube video to avoid fixing his problems. Yeah, yeah. But the funny thing is, it looked like there was a pretty natural and herbal solution to his issue, at least as the first step. So it was like, let's do natural until that doesn't align with what I want. There was a little bit of an inconsistency there. According to Goji Man, it looked like there was some herbal supplements and whatever that could have helped him. So, Vegan RNRD, thanks for coming back. Um, yeah, it's literally an herbal remedy, you mug. Exactly. Ad hom and futility. Yeah. Well, you never change everything or everyone, so don't do a goddamn thing. Right? You stupid vegan. It's pathetic. But it is indicative of the society we live in, right? It's I mean that's it's sad, but it's infuriating that we live in a world where I don't even know if it's that we're entitled. We're so entitled that we think we can just do whatever the hell we want. Because it's kind of a weird mix too. Because like some of the older folks, hey, I came back because you know what, this was too fun. Um, so some of the older folks, you know, who you would expect to not feel so entitled, they're you know, they also do these things, even though they've had more time on this earth to see how much things can change. Um, they still say that you can't change anything. So it's so weird that people who have lived before the internet, right? Or people who have lived like my mom grew up in an area that they didn't even have power in their house until the 1950s, maybe even the early 60s. So there are people who grew up in a almost like a pre-industrial kind of a setting that don't think things can change. This is all within just a couple of generations. It's crazy, right? Amazed at how badly educated people are these days, yourself included. Yeah, you know what? It's weird because in the age of instant information, we seem to be lacking information. We seem to be so poorly educated, yet the answer to everything is right there in front of us, right? Crazy. And yes, the supermarket is nature. It is the most natural thing we could possibly be doing. In fact, me stepping outside and trudging through this foot of snow to go to my little market about a half a mile away and buy a mango is absolutely natural. Just got to clean up. You'll be listening. All right, cool. Getting dumber by the day, less excuses for it. But you know what? I think that is the kind of expected outcome of rapid technological advancement because now we can afford to be lazy. We can afford to not know anything. You know, we can afford to be a completely uneducated moron and still exist in this world because we can just And yeah, public schools first and foremost. Yeah, true. Um, that probably varies by area though, for sure. I don't know where you're located here in Canada. It's probably a little bit different, um, but yeah, I mean, it's almost like we can just be complete morons and still exist in this world because everything's just a click away. We don't have to we don't have to keep adapting or learning or evolving as a species. We can actually devolve at this point because we no longer even need to learn some of the skills and it's so crazy. Yeah, it doesn't give us any real advantage at all. I mean, no real fitness advantage. Um, totally enjoying this with some good old booch. Nice. All right, cool. People love to hear themselves talk. No one listens. Intelligent public discourse is a lost art. True. Very true. In fact, it seems like, I mean, this is pretty common knowledge, but one of the biggest issues I see, especially being in sales and stuff like that, and having to like work out negotiations and contracts for like long term customers, is that everyone is just listening until it's their chance to talk again. Yeah, phlegm face, exactly. People need to listen more. And it wouldn't be such gobbledygook. Exactly. Because everyone is only waiting for the other person to shut up so they can start talking again. That's it. No one is actively listening. And that's such an art form. You need to actively listen, find out what people's, actual pain points are, like what is important to this person. Know your audience. And that goes for anything from sales to activism to just daily communication. Just not being a moron and just allowing people to actually talk, hearing what they have to say, and responding accordingly. But like Kay says, everyone for themselves. Hey, Race, welcome back. I jumped back on real quick once I got in because I really did have to go help my neighbor get unstuck from the snowbank. But now Flem has a wrench and I still don't have mine back. Yeah, I had made Flem a moderator probably at the same time I made you one. So I really don't understand why you didn't get yours back. But I intended to go and do that before I jumped back on, and to be quite honest, I did forget because I wanted to get back on here while we were still kind of on a little bit of a hot streak. I really wish Lilith would come back, but that's all right. Community duties, exactly. Race always complains about wrenches. Yeah, yeah, well, Race is pretty much the master though, so I know better. The last time I pissed off Race, my live stream went wonky. Cut out for like a whole minute. Must have like a lag switch or something. Race is the kind of person when you're playing Call of Duty against him, like on a team or something, he'll use a lag switch to like lag you out so he can headshot you before you even know that he's there. You know, you could be running at each other and you both got your AKs out, but then all of a sudden everything goes and you're dead, and then you come back to and yeah, Race has killed you. Any Call of Duty fans in here? Any lag switch fans? OG knows what I'm talking about. Yeah. Yep. The kind of person that can, tomahawk you from across the map. But oh well. Um, Vegan RN RD love the promotion of sales techniques and the Socratic method in activism. Yeah, activists need to learn how to communicate effectively too. Well, and that's just it, because really, what are you doing when you're trying to promote something like animal rights or veganism? You're trying to sell a concept or an idea to somebody. And I know it's not like a financial transaction, but you really are trying to sell somebody on the idea and on a concept, on a mental state that they may have previously been unaware of. So if you don't know how to properly listen to what their concerns are and feel them out and allow them to bring themselves to either that point of sale or, okay, no deal, then you know, it's all you can do. It's really all you can do. In my experience, the best salespeople don't really even try to sell. So, I don't know. Who else is your mod besides me, Flem, and Byron? I don't know. I think that I think that's the only other person, even though they never come on my channel because it's like it's nothing to them. I think I have Happy Healthy Vegan as a mod on this channel as well, but that was probably just because it was like, oh my God, Ryan's on my live stream. Holy shit, dude! Here's a wrench, right? I don't think he's ever come back. OG says, knew those kinds of people from my years of duty in the Halo 2 battlefield. Yeah, yeah, you know what I'm talking about. RNRD says, good point. Yeah, I mean, it works for me. Hello, Chickpea. And yeah, Ryan did come on my live stream. You know, I know him a little, just very, very slightly outside of the YouTube world. Not much at all, but you know, I was active over there for a little while. I was moderating on their channel a little bit, and then it must have just popped up. But yeah, he jumped on one time, and I think Angie kind of runs their Instagram, and she's usually pretty active on my Instagram, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, gave him a wrench and he hit the road with it. It's all right. I've got unlimited wrenches. That's fine. I was smart. When I found a genie in a lamp in a bottle there, instead of asking for unlimited wishes, I asked for unlimited wrenches. Hey, don't get him going, drunk. Where's your wrench, Race? don't get him wound up. Don't mention the wrench. No. But you know what you can do? You can go smash that like button, because that tells YouTube that people actually like this stuff, and then I can show up in search results, because people will actually want to watch my stuff, maybe, perhaps. I don't know. Smash it. Yes, smash it. Break that like button. Ugh. Looked. All right. Thank you, Chickpea. Get smashing, lads. Oh, yeah. It's, I mean, obviously, I don't really care. I don't think this is ever going to go anywhere as far as, like, I don't plan on this being a career or anything, but it's nice to see a little bit of success. I mean, it's nice to see the channel has grown. So far in 2019, there's been a little bit of a boost. I mean, I pretty much did nothing with this channel for its entire existence until the beginning of this new year, pretty much. I was like, you know what? I'm just going to get some momentum going with this and just start firing out some content. And it picked up some steam, so it was kind of nice to see. I mean, I'm not at any kind of phlegmy 2K, but we're getting there. We're getting there. I think Race went away. I think we made Race very sad about the phlegmy 2K. Phlegm 2K. Well, you're beating me in subs as far as I know. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. I didn't realize that. Like I say, I'm new to your channel, so I really don't know. Drinks for everybody. You know what? If I had something to drink here, I would raise a glass and down a shot with everybody. I'm not powerful enough to phase me. Yeah, I know. I'm not strong enough to phase the race. We need a Lilith in here for that, right? Phlegm for president. I agree. I absolutely agree with that. Yeah, way? What? I don't think you meant way as in like the, you know, way, but Clinking the glasses together. All right, cool. Love the debate ethics style channels. Keep up the good work. Thank you, Vegan RNRD. I appreciate that. Um, you know what? I just have a lot of varied content on here. I just do I just do whatever comes to mind. I do some running stuff because I like to run. That's part of who I am. I like to come on here and just chat about whatever's on my mind. And if people are being dumbasses and throwing the animals under the bus, I'm going to call them out for it. Um, it's not my intent to have like a call out channel or like, um, always have drama or whatever. But I mean, if someone does something really stupid, like John Venus did in his video, I don't want to be a vegan anymore. Um, I mean, I'm gonna say that that's dumb. If Tim does Tim things, I'm gonna put my thoughts out there on that. Just the way of the world. Um, a nice bottle of Bud, says Kay. Yeah, I don't mind Bud. There's actually a few beer that I like. There's one that I didn't realize was vegan until I think last year. MGD, like Miller Genuine Draft. I like that. That's good. For president, prob's a bad move. How about Flem for trillionaire? That's something I can get behind because I know that Flem, if she were a trillionaire, would probably give me $1 million. So, yes, let's go with that one. But what a lad, though. Absolutely. Cat Charlie is in the middle of making a late lunch of cauliflower gnocchi and kale pesto. That sounds delicious. That sounds absolutely delicious. Happy Mondays style kind of way. To be honest, you aren't wrong. Millions for everybody. I mean, if you had trillions, like if I had $1 trillion, like do people realize that that's a million millions? I could give a couple away. Yeah, trillionaire Flem will share it. Kay says, what is gnocchi? Go ahead, Cat. Improvise mod status. Yes. Ray, see, this is why we keep you around, because you were innovative. You think outside the box. You're able to transcend the restrictions of the YouTube mod system. And it's almost like anybody see that movie Transcendence with Johnny Depp talking about uploading consciousness to a computer system? This is what race has done. Race has transcended the mortality of YouTube moderation and is now making it rain wrenches. I love it. I love it. Flem says I'm going to make it rain when I'm a trillionaire. Don't worry. All right, cool. Making it rain. Race, when this is all said and done, though, I promise I will go on and restore your moderating powers. Again, I have no idea what happened there. I definitely haven't added or deleted any mods in a very long time, so I probably made you a mod when I did my first live stream, which was back in like, I don't know, September or October or something, and I mean, I doubt I would have gone in and done anything since then. So okay, so OG says I could do it now, it's easy. I actually can't right now because I'm reading the comments off of my laptop below. Normally I'd have my Google Chrome opened where I'm logged in as John's Conscious Life, but Chrome isn't reading the live stream. I'm getting like some kind of a weird internal server error. So I had to open up Mozilla Firefox. My default account on Firefox is not John's Conscious Life. And so I'm afraid backing out and doing all that, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, it's a lot of work. I'm too lazy for that. But yes, I will check to see if Byron and Ryan are still mods. So I will fix that as well. It does seem like obviously Flem wasn't affected, so This is a wrench. It says chickpea sarnie. Spanners everywhere. What the hell's a spanner? Wrench lad. Arr, wrench lad. But seriously, what's a spanner? I don't know what a spanner is. Is this like that Simpsons thing where it's like a that's not a knife, that's a spoon. Oh, I see you've played knifey spoony before. Is that what this is? Spanner's what a spanner's a wrench in English. Okay. Okay. I guess that makes sense because, you know, it's adjustable. Like if it's an adjustable wrench at least, then that would be a, like, you know, a span. I don't know. A Spanish guy holding a banner is a spanner. I like it. See, this is why we keep you around. You're so damn smart. It's a reference to Crocodile Dundee. Exactly. Which probably no one has seen. I saw it a long time ago, but it's also a derogatory term? What's that? Spanner? Is that a derogatory term? Seriously? Oh, wench. Yeah. Yeah, wench is a derogatory term. I have no idea what's happening. You guys have lost me. Am I the only Canadian here? Oh, gee, where are you? I think everybody else is either like in the UK or some part of Europe. Kay, where are you from? Because I have no idea what any of you are talking about. In Britain, we insult people by calling them spanners. Okay. And is that because they are like wide and daft or something? Like, I don't know. Chickpea says we insult people by calling them spoons. Oh, okay. We use any word and insult them, to be honest. Yeah, you guys seem to be pretty liberal with your words over there. A real Oxford dictionary of insults. Race says that I am the only one from Canada. Yes. Yes, I am. Or tool. Yeah. Yeah, I call people tools. I think that one's, you know, everybody says that. Race says I never insult people because that's rude. Yeah. Cool story, bro. We are pretty versatile with roasting. You know, what it is that you are clearly an intelligent group. So you're quick on your feet. I'll give you that. I'll give you that. I love how Race retracts every single message so that once the video is uploaded, none of those will show up in the chat replay. Why do you do that, Race? Are you scared that like someone will take something out of context, or you just don't want people to know you were here? Because I'm going to use your name over and over again. And a lot of times I'm going to read out what you've said. So there's no doubt. You can't hide here. I don't know why you're trying to hide. So it makes the YouTuber look insane. Yeah, well, I mean, I already am insane, and I think everybody who's subbed to me pretty much knows that. So, Race, you're just wasting calories at this point. Like, you don't need to click those buttons to do that. We're fine. We're good, man. We're good here. You were voted the most lovable vegan 3 years in a row by the Carnivore Society. Okay. I doubt that. I have a hard time believing that that's true. Clamp it? Another one we use is clamp it as an insult? Yeah, clamp it. What the hell is a clamp it? Again, these must be words that we don't even use over here. Yeah, again, I don't know what you guys are talking about, so. My grandmother, my mom's mom, has some Irish heritage. So she recently, at 84, I think, went to Ireland for the first time in her life. Wanted to go there at some point and check it out. She said she absolutely loved it, and would love to go back sometime. I've never been. I've never been to Europe. I've only ever been within Canada and the US. I feel like you guys are roasting each other, and I don't even know. Like, I don't even know what any of this means. So I feel like I'm learning something here today. This is a worthwhile experience. Kay says, love the Irish accent. Yeah, it's interesting for sure. One of, one, I think there's pretty much only one Irish YouTuber that I'm aware of that I follow. And I think I think her name was Cosmic Colette. And I don't think I've watched her stuff in a long time. I'm not sure if she took a break or just whatever, but yeah, I always loved that accent. It's nice. Sorry, gotta say it like, do you like that? I'm not even gonna try. BRB says phlegm face. All right then. We'll be here. Although probably not for a whole lot longer. It's about almost 5 p.m. here. It will soon be dinner time. OG, K says OG. I think I think he means dog. That's my best guess. I could be wrong. I have no idea. Okay, yeah, dog and Irish. All right, sweet. I got one. Does that mean I'm like almost bilingual now? Chickpea says I don't like my accent. Why is that? You mean in English? I love this little witty banter back and forth. Oh, well, I'm glad I had a snow day today. As much as it sucks that I'm gonna have to go out and shovel a foot of snow, it is nice that I was able to stay home and live stream and talk to you lads today. Much better than being at work. Normally I would work from home because I do have a remote connection, like a VPN connection, but yeah, the system must be down at work, the network must be down because I couldn't connect. So tell us the story again about how Race Lover is your favorite vegan and person in the world ever. Yeah, no, I mean, it's a really quick story. Race Lover is my favorite vegan and person in the world ever. Leave out the part about how we're lovers. Yeah, I wasn't going to mention it. Yep, so really that's just it. That's the long and the short of it. Race Lover is number one. And that's about it. Yes, actually, I am back. I've been back now for 54 minutes, but I do soon need to leave. Probably gonna stream in an hour or so. Gonna run any second now, though. Don't be a stranger. I'll definitely check out your channel. Yeah, for sure. Like, I'm glad I came across you. I think I came across you in one of Flem's streams, so I'll definitely check it out. But yeah. So missed part two. Well, here's the good thing though, Ashley. I will leave this up and then you can watch it after the fact. But part two was really mostly just some English folks and some Irish folks, all just kind of roasting each other and using terminology that I don't understand, and that you from near the Chicago area wouldn't understand either. So it's fine, really. Um, but yeah, YouTube notifications have been really messed up. It's like it's not telling me half of the times I'm getting a comment. Like I'll go to my community page where the comments will show up, and yeah, it just doesn't. In a bit, folks. Right on, OG. Thanks for popping by. I appreciate it, and we'll yeah, we'll chat. We'll chat. How did that person find your channel? I have no idea. Must have just come across, must have just been searching out like extreme vegans or militant vegans or something like that. Click on the bell, says Chickpea. Yes. I do that though, actually. I click on the bell for everything, but a lot of times I don't get notifications. And I don't get notifications when people comment on my stuff. I don't even get a notification half the time. YouTube is drunk. Speaking of drunk, bye avocado. Thanks for popping by. I appreciate it. But yeah, it was weird coming from someone who doesn't care. Obviously, they cared. So when they go vegan in the next couple of years and they want to pop back on to a live stream, we can laugh about it then. But yeah, well, you know what? Produce, not pills. I do apologize, Ashley, but I'm gonna actually take off now, or within the next couple of minutes, because I've been on for an hour already, over 2 hours earlier. I'm gonna get something to eat. I've been ignoring my girlfriend all day, so yeah, I think I'll probably take off. But yeah, and the channel being small, I mean that's I don't understand how they got here, but that's all right. They must have been searching for exactly what I had in the title or something. But yeah, all right. Rewatch it. Cool, sounds good. Ray says John has no girlfriend. Yes, I do. She's upstairs. She is real. I swear, Jamie is real. But yeah, I'm gonna take off. Thanks for popping back on, everybody. Appreciate that. And Flem said she was gonna come back. So, oops. She leaves, I leave. All right, Cat Charlie. See ya. Yeah, appreciate everybody's support, and thanks for popping by today. I'm gonna go eat some